I'm here. Is this peak? Yes, it is. Hee ho, everyone. Kumi, Morgan, fucking Ade, Minute. Hee ho, we're back. Ah, I will not see no vodka hated chat. You leave vodka alone. She's awesome. You leave her alone. Not my fault you lose to her. Man, it's not my fault. I've got a good week chat. Or weekend, excuse me. And now it's time. Hell no. Nah, that's a you problem. Just kidding. Exactly, bro. That's a you problem. Vodka's goated. Scarlet better? Oh, we are not having this debate. Nah. We are not doing this. This is not the place for it. Maybe when I stream Amusement one day. We are not having this debate now. Oh, no, we're not. Isn't something? And no, you're not, Angelo. Me just talking about the horse racing game and which character is better between Scarlet and Vodka. It's vodka, but that's neither here nor there. Not the place for that kind of discussion. It's not the place for it. Thanks for joining. Let me make sure my audio is good before we just get into it, because I want to make sure we're good to go right away. Yes, Minna, the gotcha one, yes. Nah, for fun, nah. I'm in Agnes Takyun fans, it doesn't matter. I'm not even part of the conversation. Because my favorite's Agnes, so it doesn't even matter. But vodka's better. She's just better. It's El Con Pasa. I'm not disagreeing with. I'm not gonna disagree with that. She is pretty awesome. To be fair, I think most of them are awesome. I like most of the cast. But again, that's not for today's topic. There might be another time. Who knows? That's not today's topic, though. Well, that last bad end, you're King Halo, right? Yeah, sure. Whatever helps you sleep at night. Alright. I think we've spent enough time not reading. I'm just gonna get into it. Where's it gonna put me, actually? Right. These two kill me. This is the good thing. My hand in Cafe's cool as fuck. No, she not. She scares me. I'm terrified. Cafe scares me. Because she ruined every single Agnes race I ever did. Yeah, I'm happy that we did indeed just go for the full bad ending, D'Angelo. I'm with you on that. That was fun. I'm happy we did do that. I'm very pleased with that. So I wonder what's gonna happen now that we actually don't go out alone, you know? I wonder what's gonna happen. Let me get a drink, because I haven't had to drink today. As in water, that is. I've had things to drink, just like, well, a couple minutes ago, but not water until now. There we go. Tell her the answer she's waited for. Knew this question was coming eventually. What was it again? Remember. It was... Oh, right. Double choice? Your own chief? Nah, I remember. See, though, that's the thing. I actually remember the question. I remember what it was. Impossible? Nah. Would it be on Sakura's side until the end? I remember. Before, Rada asked me a question under the stars. She wanted to know what I would be on Sakura's side until the very end. No matter what. Couldn't answer back then. But now, I can say it with pride.
ライダー、あんたがさくらを大切にしているのはわかる。今だって、俺を行かせたら、さくらが苦しむから止めようとしてるんだろ
う。Exactly. Exactly.
ええ。それが分かっていてさくらを殺しに行くのですか、シロ。
Yes.
殺すためじゃない。
No, I'm kidding, I'm not good.
救うために行くんだ。
Yeah.
ライダー、俺は最後までさくらを守る。どんなことになろうと、さくらを選ぶ。
Hmm?
そのために、あんたの力を貸してくれ。 俺と遠坂だけじゃさくらを助けられない。さくらを本当に大切に思ってくれるなら今だけでも手を貸してくれ。
Just as once, please.
それはいつぞやの質問の回答ということですか？
Yep. Not silently.
いいでしょう。ですが、私は勝算のない戦いには赴きません。あなたは私に何を期待するのですか？
I just want you to fight Saber Alter. That's about it. What I expect Ryder to do? It's only one thing. Out of all the servants in this war, Ryder is the only one with a noble phantasm that can resist Saber's noble phantasm, which is Sakura's most powerful card.
その前に質問がある。あんたの宝具は今でも使えるのか？
使えます。さくらは未だ私に魔力を供給していますから。
True! She's getting insane amounts of energy, actually.
じゃあ次。サーバントは実体化していてもカテゴリー的には霊体なんだろう。となると通常の武器ではサーバントを傷つけられないのか？
そうですね。通常のサーバントなら無効化できますが、さくらに囚われたサーバントは別です。
Under her control, it's different.
セイバーは肉を与えられ、霊体に戻れない生命です。強力な魔術品ならば、彼らがまとった黒い影を突破できるでしょ
う。Okay.
そうか。なら決まりだ。賞賛はあるし、役割もはっきりしている。ライダー、あんたには1対1でセイバーを倒して、
Okay.
具体的に言うとだな。
I whisper in Ryder's ear. It's not like anyone's listening to us, but I'm just being safe.
なるほど。確かにその方法なら突破できる。何しろ純粋な力勝負です。紛れが起こる心配もない。
Should be pretty simple. Whatever the plan is.
まあ、問題があるとしたら、それは。
あなたの技量と、あなたの技量を私がどこまで信頼できるか。ですね。
I nod. Ryder paused for a moment, placing a finger on her lips in contemplation.
承知しました。あなたを信頼し、一時の主と認めましょ
う。Okay. And she agrees to my suggestion with a surprisingly lovely smile. Alright. Well, let's do this. Both hands on the clock point to the top. It's midnight, the time we agreed on. Wrap up the ass-off blade and keep it on my waist. It's my only weapon. The only other thing I take with me is the pendant Tozuka talked about.
シロ、リンが呼んでるわ。外で待ってるから、準備ができ次第来なさいって。
Yep, you got it, Ilya. Ilya will stay here. It's true that Zokin's targeting Ilya, but it's also my wish for her to stay here.
そうか。遠坂、先に外で待っているのか。
ええ、早く来いって顔してたから、急がないとまた小言よ。
I hear you, I hear you. I know how she is. I know Ilya and stand up. My left arm doesn't hurt anymore. My functions as a living creature are just slowly being eroded. If I stop, I won't know what I'm doing.
それじゃあ行ってくる。エリアも気をつけてな。
行ってらっしゃい、シロ。夜が明ける頃に、さくらとリンと3人で帰ってきてね。
You got it. Wave at Ilya and leave the room. We're coming home, right, chat? Coming home at dawn. Before dawn, right? The room is silent. 10 years. What has happened here? A lot of memories. Go get milk? Yeah. Put it that way. What came recently? This morning's scene became so familiar to me over the last year and a half. That's true. We're not gonna see this mansion, or this estate, or shed ever again. Shed is silent. It's Emiya Shiro's tiny workshop. I keep wanting to say mansion, But yeah, it's not. I know. I keep saying mansion because every protag lives in a mansion, and any of them, it's like, oh right, no. It's Shirou's tiny workshop. Place I spent so much time in. It was like my own bedroom. It's exactly it is. This is where I followed in Kurutsuku's footsteps and threw myself into training every night. Chat, this truly ends. Which I don't think it will. If it does, though, today's the anniversary, isn't it? The 30th anniversary of Type Moon or something. It was some anniversary today. I'm pretty sure. So like, if it actually managed to finish it today, that'd be, man. Yeah, July 7th, which is Type Moon Fest for its 13th anniversary. So the big festival thing they do is like today, or whatever that is. Don't know what the Type Moon Fest is, but apparently that was today. When I fell asleep here, sometimes she would come to wake me up. Feels like it happened a long time ago. I can't remember the smell of the air. Weird. My room is silent. It's a guest room that's only been used for the last several days. There aren't any memories here. Well. Suited for after getting every bad end. We're going to get every bad end, so if it's not today, it'll be we will do it tomorrow. Tomorrow might just be extra long then. It reminds me of Sakura. I sigh and lean against the wall. I can't remember. I can't remember anything that happened in this house. Or anything I've experienced. And yet, when I walk through these rooms, Sakura's face clearly comes to mind. How much Sakura means to me. It's a struggle to stay conscious. Memories are all over the place. 10 years I spent in this house are turning into a haze. Yeah, that is just depressing, yeah. There's something I still remember well. No matter what else I'll lose. The memory of Sakura will always be fresh in my mind. Swap Sakura with Noel, we pretty much agree. Yeah. I heave a long sigh. What I need to do has always been the same. I yank on my disconnected mind and leave Sakura's room. I leave nothing behind. Once, we made a promise here. And we couldn't keep it. We said it to encourage each other. I'll make it again, right now. There's a small glimmer of hope that we'd go together, that we'd go somewhere together. Alright. Save game. Go see the cherry blossoms. February 15th. Heaven's Field 16. Final. If that's not the name of the last chapter, I don't know what the fuck is. Instant interlude, huh? What the fuck is happening? Heaven's interlude strikes again. I don't mind him now, though. Now I don't mind him anymore. It's an altar enshrining the stars. Fire blazes as it connect heaven and earth. Flickering flames illuminate the dark cave, searing the canopy above. This is no godly shrine. The sky connects to is deep underground. I just realized FGO referenced this. I just realized this. This is the scene that FGO references in fucking Fuyuki. Bruh, the fuck? I just realized that. What the? Okay, that's kind of weird. They do. That makes sense. That makes sense why you fight Saber Altar. Why did I reference Heaven's Field? Wait, what does FGO reference Heaven's Field? Yeah, like, why do they have you retread Heaven's Field in FGO? That's kind of weird. It's extremely different, but what the? The burning torch is black, not red. The air is murky, the wind is stagnant. The water oozing down the walls is the color of poison. This underground kingdom is said to have been the lair of a dragon. In fact, it is molded after the stomach of a dragon. Laziness? Probably. It was the first singularity. All who visit this place are human. Those who seek salvation in this otherworldly realm will rejoice in this bizarre sight. Must only be the sort of demons who flee the light of the sun. So vampires. A skull-masked face chokes in the midst of the realm. Led by the dark crimson, he is the servant assassin who lost his master to Kotomine Kirei.
ここまでか。魔力提供がなくては、もはや体が持たぬ。
You got this far though. Probably explain why. Probably. I don't. It's FGO. I don't fucking remember. A white skull creeps along a wall. Ahead of him stands a girl. Dressed in black curses, she stares absently at the approaching skull.
ようやくたどり着いたか、魔術師ども。姿は見えぬが、御身は健在か。
Probably. He stops 5 or 6 meters from the girl. Stuck to a wall like a spider, assassin calls out into the void.
よく戻ったな、アサシン。
You have got to be fucking shitting me. Of course you're alive. Finally, someone answers. The old mage's voice rings out in the void. The old man should have been eliminated by Kirei, but here he is, alive and well. It is only logical. The Matazoken, which was crushed in the forest, is no more than a swarm of worms. He's a literal cockroach. Fucking hell. His real body, which anchors his soul to the world, sleeps elsewhere in a safe location. Even if priest's holy words cannot destroy the old mage, so the insects that compromise his real body remain intact.
しかし、手足とも潰されたのは答えたわ。今のわしでは、お主に送る魔力も作り出せん。かといって、地上で新しい肉を調達するのも手間じゃ。負担をかけるが頃合いか。さくら、アサシンと契約を結べ。バサカを失った今、新しい護衛が必要じゃろ。
The old mage intones an order. Black cursed girl, Mato Sakura, doesn't respond. She ignores the absolute authority of the old man and continues staring out into space with lightless eyes.
何をしておるさくら。わしの言葉が聞けぬというのか。
Go, what are you gonna do about it? A threatening current runs beneath his irritated tone. The old man is slightly on edge. He is angry at the girl's ineptitude for losing Berserker, letting Elias feel slip away.
さくら、もう一度言うぞ。わしの言葉が聞けぬというのか。
Cold contempt. The girl has never defied the old man when he speaks like that. Not out of fear, but because his dominance is absolute. She does fear him, of course, but she is literally unable to defy him. Reason being, her heart is...
待たれよ魔術師ども。この女、もはや精神が壊れてしまっているのではないか。あれほどの念を受け入れているのだ。
Probably.
脆弱な小娘に耐えきれるはずもない。
The old man's irritation vanishes. He returns to calm silence. In this dark crimson pit, there is a sound of a slithering worm.
どうやらそのようじゃな。しばらくは持つかと思うたが、幕引きはあっけなかったの。
She responds, "Nah, I am actually just ignoring you." The old mage sounds both disappointed and utterly enthusiastic. The girl doesn't answer. Her mind has been swallowed by the darkness.
では、予定通りその
Kingdom Hearts? All this darkness stuff, bro. What is this, Kingdom Hearts?
人聞きの悪い予定通りなどではないぞ。あくまで仕方なくじゃ。麻藤さくらの理性は消えてしまった。このままではあの化け物を制御する者がいなくなってしまう。故に非道と知りながらも空洞になった孫娘を食らおうというのではないか。
Good luck with that. As a hardest and a nobody? Nah, I don't know about that. I don't know. He snickers. The laughter comes from the girl's throat. The old mage is laughing using the empty Sakura's vocal cords.
では急ぎ行っていただけぬかな。私の体は消えかけている。
では始めるとするか。いやはや実に残念だぞさくら。ここまであれを育てたお主じゃ。せめて聖杯を手に入れる栄光は譲りたかったのだが。
So we had to fight Zoken Sakura, basically.
恨むのなら己を恨め。儀式が間に合わなかったわ。イリアスフィールを
That'll
逃
be
し
fun.
たお前の落ち度よ。
A crunching sound. A worm wriggles its way into the girl's neck. It can't be seen. There's no worm crawling under her skin. Not from the outside. There was never any escape for the girl. Not from the twisted thoughts nestled against her heart. Just inside. Well, he's going to capture and control Sakura and take over Sakura's body. And then just exist in that body now. Which he won't die in that body. He'll be able to actually live longer with that one. So I guess you have to fight a Zoken possessed Sakura. That'll be fun. Mato Zoken, insect user. His real body, the host for his decaying soul, is the pseudo nerves innervating Mato Sakura's heart. Oh. So we actually could indeed never kill Zoken. Oh. You would have to kill Sakura to kill Zoken. Oh, that's fucked.
体はまだ変わりきっていないが、何贅沢はいや。その肉体、消えた主に代わってわしが引き継いでやる。さらばだ桜。実験作の身でよくぞ耐え抜き、よくぞわしを楽しませた。
There's a slippery sound of wriggling blood vessels. Mato Zoken's rotten spiritual body orders his warm body to eat the girl's brain. But
その必要はありません、おじい様。私は大丈夫です。
I've just acted been ignoring you. The girl places a hand on her chest and opens her eyes.
おう、飲まれてしまったかと思うたが、まだ踏みとどまっておったが。では桜、ちと事情が変わってな。わしではアサシンを維持できなくなった。少しばかり負担をかけるが、わしの代わりにアサシンと契約するがよい。
Your mage is his command as he always does. However, the girl shakes her head in denial.
何のつもりかな、桜。
ですから言ったでしょ、おじい様。その必要はありませんと。
Her icy voice rings in the gloom. Suddenly, the white skull on the wall is swallowed by something dark and enormous.
何？
Oh, she just ate him. Astonishment comes too late. Sad's entire body is compressed in a single attack, leaving only his mask intact. Good riddance. The mask falls. Beneath the white mask where his face should be. It's only another skull.
なんだ。どんな顔をしてるかと思えば、もともと顔がない人だったんですね。
Oh, what the fuck's he hiding then? He has no face. What the?
あなたは顔を隠していたんじゃなくて、素顔を隠すことで顔がある
And nothing of value was
と思わ
lost,
せているだけ
right?
のつまらない人だった。
Bruce would have a face. The fuck?
小娘、貴様。
顔をなくして名前も捨ててそれでも永遠を求めたなんて
Rest in peace, assassin.
けど残念永遠を求めるならおじいさまのようにこれからも生き続けることを望まないといくら聖杯でも過去に戻ってあなたの名前を取り戻すなんてことはできないんだから
Oh, he really was. He served like his own purpose, like barely fucking mattered. His own existence in the story barely mattered. Like, well, I mean, it did, but it's like, Brute literally didn't like next to nothing.
言えなさい山の主あ あなたは何者でもない一人の暗殺者。ただ一人の破産になどなれないわ。
Damn. Shadow swallow his death cry. Skullmaster assassins devoured without a trace. Bye bye.
貴様正気か？何をするのだこのバカ者め。
The old man's confusion borders on madness. Is he shot by the sudden development, or being driven mad by indescribable terror? The girl laughs at the old man who used to control her.
だってあの人、二度も先輩に手を挙げたでしょ。
True.
だから殺しました。だって、先輩を傷つけていいのは、私だけなんだから。それにおじいさま。おじいさまはもう、彼に守られなくてもいいんです。なら、彼には暇をあげないとかわいそう。
Oh, how nice. Then there's a wet sound. The girl plunges her fingers into her own body, taking out the worm burrowed deep inside in an act of psychic surgery. Pardon? Oh, that's... Well, that's very nice. Well, that's very nice looking. What to call this terror? This confusion? Girl gathers out her own body, tearing her own nerves to shreds, all while giggling coolly. He wriggles. At his eyes, the girl examines the thing that is her grandfather. The thing calling itself her grandfather. The thing that seems to have been her grandfather. So that's what you already had. This thing made of nerves. That's it. That's what remains of you.
なんだ。やってみたら簡単なんですね。私、おじいさまはもっと大きいかと思っていました。
A worm figuratively and literally. Damn. In fact, the worm serving as Mato Zoken's main body was not always this diminutive. The old maid changed his host to a more suitable worm in order to parasitize the girl's heart. To do that, it needed to be smaller than a heart. In retrospect, his eccentric taste turned out to be his downfall. What are you gonna do?
あの神父さんには感謝しないといけませんね。あの方がおじいさまを消してくださらなかったら、
So, the crest
本当に私が
worms,
食べられていたところだった。
they're all... So the crest worms were all just bits of Zoken. Just over her entire body. Huh. She's seen right through him. No, this was inevitable from the beginning. The old mage never bothered to hide his objective, and the girl could not defy his will. There was no problem. He only ever treated her as his eventual replacement body. So, she only had to wait until it was time to raise the flag of rebellion. Turn it off! Turn it off! No! Fuck. How do I go back? Shit. Hold on. My apologies.
お前の意識があるのなら、門はすべてお前に与える。わしはマトウの血統が栄えればそれでよい。
I hate holding the button activate auto mode, man. I fucking hate it.
お前が勝者となり、すべてを手に入れるのならば、それでよいのだ、さくら。
It's one of the worst things ever fucking created. This auto mode. It's so bad. Why does it toggle if you hold down the button? Ugh. The worm wriggles. Gently smiles at the filthy creature between her fingers.
それではなおさらですね。だってもうおじいさまの手はいりません。あとは私だけでも門を開けることはできますから。
Something inconceivable is happening. The old mage made only one mistake.
待て、待つのだ。待ってくれ、さくら。わしはお前のことを思ってやってきたのだぞ。 それを恩をあだで返すような真似を。
Shut up.
さようならおじい様。200年も地の底でうごめいていたのは疲れたでしょう。さあ、もうお消えになっても結構です。
Thank God. The old man raised the girl too well. He failed to notice the darkness within her and mistook it for purity. Thank God. Only the girl remains at the altar. The flickering black blaze delights in the girl's independence, personification of itself. The dark girl looks at the blood slicking her hand. She stands there emptily like a puppet with its strings cut, her laugh echoing on, and nothing was lost again. True. Once again, nothing of value was lost. Good interlude. Nobody comes out to greet us. The other temple looms over us like a giant hunched in the darkness. I feel some strange power from it. Is the wind blowing up in the sky? I crane my neck to listen and hear howling wind.
階段の上に力を感じます。境内の裏手にある池に何らかの場が作られているようですが。
いいえ、そっちに用はないわ。上で作られてる場は表向きのただ聖杯を欲しがるマスター用のもんよ。
We're going
聖杯
underground.
戦争の大元に行こうって言うんなら上じゃなくて下に行かないとね。
We have to go under. Tozuka walks away from the stairs into the forest.
ライダー、大丈夫か？竜道寺は結界が張ってあるんだろ？サーバントは正門からしか山に入れないって聞いたけど。
多少の重圧はありますが、耐えられるレベルです。
Alright, good.
それに、中に入りさえすれば、この土地はサーバントにとって最適な霊脈です。大気に満ちたマナを吸い上げれば、回復はたやすい。
Oh.
そうか。辛いだろうが、少しの間我慢してくれ。
Hang in there a little bit longer. Right. We push our way through the trees, walking through the night. There aren't even any game trails out here. We mostly had to drop down small cliffs and rock walls.
イリアの話じゃこの辺りなんだけど。シロ、入り口らしきもの見当たらない？
らしきものってなんだよ。
Looks like an entrance.
岩肌に人が入れそうな亀裂があるとか、あからさまに怪しい社とかよ。一応入り口なんだから、まさか落とし穴ってわけでもないでしょ？
Man, I don't know.
無茶言うな。星が出てるからって夜の森で周りが見通せるかって。
Hi, Callie. Appreciate you stopping by. You're right. We're camping out at night. Get camped. That's a great name for an emote. Get camped. Oh, I can see pretty well, actually. Oh, where the trees all around us. Maybe we're behind Ryota Temple now. Of course, there are no man-made buildings in sight. I see all the dead trees and a bubbling brook. The foot? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. That's fine. That's completely fine. Wait. That means the water must be coming from somewhere.
ライダー、あの小川の先、岩が固まってるよな。真っ暗でよく見えないけど、あれ、もしかして横穴になってないか？
シロ、振り向かないように。
Huh? There's a small metallic sound like a clasp being undone. Why must have taken off her blindfold?
ありますね。天然の洞穴ですが、人間が入れないこともない。ここからでは1メートルほどで行き止まっているように見えますが、魔術による偽装が感じられます。
そっ
Nice.
か、助かる。トサが、それらしいものあったみたいだ。
Put the blindfold back on. I call out to Totsuka and head down the stream. Turned out to be only a spring rather than a river. It's flowing from several piles of rocks. We finally come across an opening that one person can fit through. The rocks are reminding of igloos. One could tell at a glance that you'd hit a rock as soon as you step inside, and the same person would think of entering.
当たり。この岩簡単にすり抜けるわ。
W. Tozuka goes inside without looking back.
先にどうぞ。後ろは私が守ります。
Thank you. Another rider and venture into the darkness. Make scraping sounds on the stone. Feel my way forward with my hands on the wet ground. I begin to slope dramatically. It's tight and claustrophobic in the darkness. Double down into the infinite darkness unless I slowly go down on my back. The dark can make a slow descent, sprawled on the angled rock. Way ahead is dark, and I can't tell how far down it goes. I only hear my breathing.
シロー、今のうちに聞いておく。
Yeah. Then, Tozuka suddenly talks to me from ahead.
いいけど、なんだ
What?
宝石券、なんで作ってくれたの？
You told me to. Your tone is bored, like she's making a small talk to kill time because she's tired of climbing down.
なんでって、なんでさ。
Why? Because you told me to.
だから、私はさくらを殺すって言ってるのよ。そんな私に武器を預けていいのかってこと。
Well, you see, I just have faith, you know? Not in the dark. Tozuka's right, of course.
よくない。よくないけど、遠坂がいないと桜は助けられない。桜を助けたいんなら、一人より二人の方が確実だろ
Yeah.
それに、剣を投影するのは約束だった。
Yeah. They promise you. They promise you.
俺は遠坂との約束を果たせなかった。だから、もう一つの約束だけはきちんと守りたかったんだ。
Exactly. Like, we already did it once. We're not about to do it again, you know? Like, bro, nah. I would rather we just try to stay on good terms from here on out. It was quite a while ago. After I lost Saber, I asked Tozuka for help. She helped me, and I made her a promise. I would make her win. Promise to make Tozuka the victor of the Holy Grail War. I can't keep that promise anymore, so I want to at least keep my other promise. At that time, for Tozuka Rin, the girl I liked at the time, believed in me when I had nothing left.
そう。律儀ね、あなた。
Yep.
ああ、遠坂ほどじゃないけどな。
Darkness goes still again. The conversation ends there. We don't look at each other, we just stoically descend into the infernal depths. The long path seems to take us through the underworld itself. It's a winding path, my body feels like it's walked more than 100 meters. We try to find ourselves facing a dark cavern. Finally! The one-man-wide path becomes an even deeper passage. In the illumination, some sort of a luminescent moss suffused the cavern with a green glow. The passage teems with life energy. It feels so raw. It's an air of birthing. It's a vitality that seems to celebrate life. What an odd and flowing mana, as far as the eye can see. Notes reference. It's so raw that it makes me nauseous. The warmth of radiant life is so filthy I want to turn away from it. Yeah? I have nothing to say. It's a land of death. Talking to Tozuka would lower my guard enough to get me killed.
行くわよ。ここからは自分の命を優先して。
Uh-huh. Tozuka goes deeper down the passage towards the source of the dark air. Ryder and I move forward, keeping an eye on our surroundings. I see something red on the ground. These are unmistakably bloodstains. Blood spotter continues into the cave. Speaking of notes references, Name of the bad end where Shirou fought yesterday is named Sparks Liner High. Oh. Really? Can never escape notes. Notes will always be with you. Truly the most influential thing ever written, because it will always be with you. Did someone get her before us? Yeah, that's actually insane. They love they love doing their fucking exaggerated fights. And now you have a bad ending that is nothing but an actual like fight that you could have animated and made it look as cool as you possibly could. And you chose to not do that? Okay. You just chose to not do that. Okay. Alright. Good job. Did someone get her before us? They've wounded us so bad that they bled everywhere they walked?
Shirou,
すまない、すぐ行く。
Sorry. So got the premonitions and keep walking. Can't afford to worry about anyone else now. If I lose focus, my mind will shut off. Worrying about extra things could erase me entirely. Grip the pendant tightly in my right hand. Use the pain to remind myself who I am. Step into the verdant dark. Tepid breeze caresses my cheeks. Come to the end of the passage, which opens into a larger cavern. It's as wide as the school grounds. Can't see the ceiling in the murk, but it could be as high as 10 meters. No signs of life. The forgotten underground wasteland reminds me of the pictures of the moon's surface I saw in books long ago. There stands Saber, waiting for us. She's the only one in the cave. I don't see Sakura, Soken, or Assassin. One of the darkened swordswoman blocks our path.
Saber.
She wouldn't have anything to say to me. Of course not. Saber's only job is to eliminate intruders. She's the gatekeeper and executioner here. She's the strongest servant protecting Sakura. She could take us both alone.
話し合いで通してくれるって雰囲気じゃなさそうね。
Just armed herself with the jeweled sword she kept behind her waist, keeping her stance low. She tends to attack from the front. I don't know what powers that sword has, but she seems to think it'll work in a clash against Saber. But it won't go well. I ain't no Saber. So there are ways to deal with her. She should reveal our only secret weapon while Zoken the Assassin could still be waiting.
遠坂待て。セイバーは。
リン、私にはあなたと争う理由はない。くれぐれも間違いで私に剣を向けないように。
Yep. Go on through.
ここで殺してしまっては。
So go on through.
さくらの命令。
Saber's quiet voice is the same as ever. It stops reading in her tracks. Tozuka and I both know what that means.
どういうつもり？あなたはここの門番よね。
Hey! I've seen this before. What are you talking about? This is brand new. Talking about this is brand new.
はい。相手が何者であれ、ここを通る者は消去する。
Except you.
それがさくらの命令です。ですが、
私は例外。さくらの方から会いたがってるってわけ？
Saber nods wordlessly.
そう。本気なんだ、さくら。
I guess so. She murmurs briefly. After a big sigh, Tozuka walks towards Saber.
遠坂。
悪いわね。そういうわけだから先に行かせてもらうわ。
Tozuka boldly walks past Saber, just before she blends into the dark.
シロ、あんたがどうなるかは知らないけど、私は信頼してるんだから。ちゃんと期待に応えてよね。
You got it. Hold on. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with that vague statement. Not that my brain's working very well right now, anyway.
だから、蹴りが 来られて文句言われるのも迷惑だってこと。そのさくらを助けたいって言うんならあんまり遅くならないようにね。
Duska's long hair whips through the air and she disappears into the depths of the cave without looking back. Thanks, Tosaka. That boosted my spirits. In other words, telling me to come before she settles to go with Sakura was her roundabout way of cheering me on.
それは不可能です。あなたはここで死ぬのですから。シロ。
I don't know, man. I kind of already did this before. So, like, I know that's not exactly how this might end. I don't know how this is gonna end, but I don't see it ending with me on the ground. Again. But we'll see. Hey, we'll see. Saber's bloodlust swells. Tosaka's gone, leaving only me. I suppose in this situation, Saber doesn't need to hide her hostility anymore.
殺すとは聞き捨てなりませんね。あなたが手にかけるのはこの道を通る者のみ。彼がこの場にとどまるのなら、あなたに襲われることはないはずですが。
True. Like, alright, let's just do this again. Come on, we'll get you this time.
とどまるのならばそうしよう。
But he won't.
だが、その男はどうあっても先に進む。私には勝てないと理解していながら、先に進むしかない。
Saber knows him too well.
違いますか、ライダー。そう。先に仕えていたのはあなただったわね、セイバー。彼の性格、知っていて当然ということ。
Yep. Saber narrows her eyes. She holds a black-dyed sacred sword in her hands. She's coming. Me or Ryder. If either of us take so much as a step forward, Saber will rush in to cut us down with a single blow.
セイバー、どうあっても引かないんだな。
No matter what, huh?
くどい。それが私の役割と言った。
And grasps the holy shroud covering my left arm. Saber doesn't show a hint of doubt. We're enemies now. That's the undeniable truth that I foresaw for myself in the forest that night. And I answer,
そうか。なら、ここでお前を消滅させる。
I have to accept it.
俺は桜を助ける。そのために、お前は邪魔だ。
Saber isn't my only enemy. I need to deal with Assassin and Zoken, who's responsible for all this. Can't let this take up any more of our time. Oh!
あなたは後ろに。指示通り、セイバーの相手は私がします。
Right away? Ryder pushes me behind her while removing her blindfold. She's locking the fuck in, chat. Saber raises her sword. The tip of her sword is already keenly focused on Ryder.
バカ言うな。二人がかりでやるって言っただろう。ライダーじゃセイバーには。
倒せないまでも押しとどめることはできる。幸いセイバーは魔眼よけの特性を持っていません。
She doesn't? I thought that counted as magecraft, and she was immune to all magecraft.
魔力で上回る彼女を石化することはできませんが、重圧をかけることはできる。全力でかかれば2分は拮抗できるでしょう。
Oh. Ryder's eyes focus on Saber. Can turn everything they see to stone. They can weaken Saber temporarily.
状況は私が作ります。あなたは動かず、気を逃さぬよう気を配りなさい。
You got it.
ライダー。
では、私の命はあなたに預けます。シロ。
Damn. Ryder vanishes. Tries the dark night at extreme speed. Using a gust of wind. Dies immediately. Hey! She wouldn't do that. Human eyesight can't even perceive Ryder's godlike speed. It casually knocks her back. Her kin has been conquered. Congrats, Audie. You are now actually at the big league. You're now at the real game. So, good luck.
いいだろう。まずはあなたが消えろ、ライダー。
She's smiling! Enormous pressure suffuses the cave. Black swordsman smiles coldly. calmly begins to move. Okay. Her field of view expands. As soon as she leaves the darkness, Tozuka Rin forgets that she's on the ground. Maybe. There's a chance that she is. She sees an infinitely high canopy and a black sun. Heaven's interlude, let's go. This massive space is not a cave. It's a desolate land. It's easily 3 kilometers in diameter. A giant monolith stands in the distance. It is the beginning of this war. In the end. When she climbs that precipice, she should see a giant crater. Therein lies a system that's been operating for 200 years. Dark pillar burns inside the bowl of the huge rock containing the giant magic circle called the Greater Grail. Black shadow pulsates. A wave of magical energy leaks out from something within, illuminating the wasteland. According to the Tozuka archives, it's called the Altar of the Beginning. In its very center lies a circular cloister, a heart world, the cup of heaven. Pregnant with immeasurable magical energy, it gives rise to an otherworldly worthy of its name.
あれがアンリマユ。この世すべての悪っていうのは伊達じゃないってことね。
So destroy the Grail War for good. Well, alright then. And that's what we're doing. Rin makes a light remark as she walks toward the altar. She's worried about Shirou and Ryder, excuse me. She's worried about Shirou and Ryder, but the situation isn't much better. The magical energy filling the Greater Grail isn't a dimension that humans can do anything about. It's effectively an inexhaustible vortex of magical energy. An inexhaustible resource that mages from around the world gather here to use. A human could never use it all up in their lifetime. Even if there was a limit to it, it's still correct to call it inexhaustible.
不可能はないか。確かにあれはあらゆる願いを可能にする聖杯だ。
Yeah, I would believe so. She could feel her resolve starting to break under the premonition of death numbing her limbs. And the overwhelming disparity in combat strength. But Ain keeps walking, striding herself with light-hearted quips. At the moment, she's on her guard against Matozoken and the assassin. To Rin, Sakura isn't an opponent she needs to be cautious of. She doesn't feel any threat from Sakura, who's lost sight of herself. In the end, Sakura is Zoken's puppet. Her greatest foe is Zoken, no doubt. Any face-off with Sakura will come once the rest of this affair is settled.
おかしい。これじゃ祭壇についちゃうんだけど、私。
Oh, wouldn't that be something if you actually made it there, huh? Zoken wouldn't have allowed an intruder to come this far. Would have attacked her well before she got this close. But he's nowhere to be seen, and Rin is almost at the altar. She thinks. She considers why Zoken hasn't stopped her. The fact that she hasn't sensed him or assassin at all. But he takes her observations and makes a deduction. She wants to deny it, but her mind goes easily to that conclusion. No, she has no choice but to accept it. Because...
嬉しいわ、姉さん。逃げずに来てくれたんですね。
Deduction is now unmistakable fact. Hi! Oh my fucking god. Hi, Sakura. She looks up, on top of the high cliff, in front of a black sun. Mato Sakura welcomes her sister. All the world's evil, huh? Rin takes a slight step back, overwhelmed by Sakura's sheer gravity. This Holy, this remix, bro. What the? Let me, hold on. Give me a second. Chat, what's this song called? What's the name of it? I need it. This is the track you end the fucking game with. All the World's Evil? Oh, that's just what it's called. Oh, okay. Thank you. Both of you. This is a song you... Yeah, this is the kind of song you end as a final boss. This is a final boss build-up song. Her transformation is more than anything Rin expected. Angramanyu is a servant with no definite form. It's nothing more than a shadow incarnated by human wishes, modeled after human fantasies. Thus, its power is granted to the host and master who will give birth to it. This very moment, Mato Sakura is Angramanyu. She now serves the function of taking the curse of all the evil in the world, giving it direction and spilling it into the world. Probably. You know what? I'm not gonna lie, chat. That line from Marine, I'm not gonna lie, that is the most MCU writing I've ever read that's not in the MCU. That is the most MCU written line I've ever read outside of watching an MCU movie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised they haven't said, you meant in a good way or bad way? Well, it depends. I think for her character, this makes sense. Like, for her character, this is fine. It's in a good way. I was just pointing out that it's, yeah, like, it's fine. Like, she knows, like, haha, I'm dying. I'm just gonna say something. I'm just gonna make some quips, man, because I'm dying here. I know I'm dead. So I'm just gonna talk my shit. So that's in character for Rin to say that. That's in character for her. So it's a good thing. But it's like, that is a very MCU line, now that I think about it. That's something they would have written in, like, well, any movie, really, any of them, really. Like, early on or later on, whichever phase you choose. Looking up at Sakura, who has become endless magical energy, Rin unseals the jeweled sword. It is, but Rin's also very satisfied. Exactly, it doesn't feel out of place. It's being, well, you know, yeah. Preliminaries done. Alright, good luck, Gani. But yeah, like, it's not in a way of like, oh, that's out of place for her to say that. When I say it's an MCU line. It's not. Like, it's like the early MCU movies where they have quips that fit the moment. Like, oh, yeah, yeah, makes sense you'd make a joke here. That makes sense. Like, yeah. It's a dire situation, but fair enough. Like, make a joke. That's fine. Like, that's probably, like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, straight up, Captain America would say something like that. He would say something like that. He would make a joke like this, or Tony would. Like, straight up, like, in the early movies, they would say something like that. So, it's perfect. It's a good line. Good line. To be fair, I'm pointing that out because me and Anna have been watching the early phases as of release. And I wanted to watch up to Endgame again, because I just want to, like, you know, just watch them all, like, in, like, a timeline order, so that's why I said that. So I have a bit of MCU on the brain. In the good old days. When the MCU wasn't complete slop just yet. And it shows like, wow, that just happened. Analyzing it says, I would have thrown us off a cliff. Correct! We all would, collectively. Or, he's right behind me, isn't he? Something like that. If they did that, or, well, that just happened, I would uninstall the game. But is this something she could even fight? I don't know. Weapons which support magic, magecrafts, and mystic codes which support rituals are broadly divided into two categories. The first type are amplifying functions. These are backup fuel sources to amplify or replenish a mage's energy, or enhance their magecraft. They are treated as orthodox support mystic codes, and any mage owns at least one. Radiant's jewels fall into this category. The second type are limited functions, special magical implements, where the weapon is magecraft itself. They are powered by a mage's magical energy and enact a predefined mystic. The greatest advantage is that a user can execute magecraft that they personally can't perform, as long as they have magical energy. Limited functions may not be very versatile and restricted to a single purpose, but they have accordingly powerful effects. For example, a spear which always pierces the heart, a bridle which can control a divine beast, or a dagger that cancels out all magical effects. Most noble phantasms are classified as limited functions. And I assume this is also one of them. And which type does Radiant's Jeweled Sword fall into? Well, class, what do you think? Yeah, it's amplifying function. Oh, no, it's asking me for this. Is it an amplifying function which grants its user magical energy? Or a limited function which defeats an enemy with a unique ability? Well, chat, what do you think it is? Is it the first one or the second one? Still, no matter what it is, she doesn't feel like it'll work against Sakura. I don't know, both? Yeah, I don't know. Usually this was on the material. Sips coffee, sips mug, nervously. I don't know what to tell you, kiddo. There's an overwhelming disparity in power. Sakura could probably blow away any magecraft without even trying.
どうしました姉さん、そんなに怯えて。今さら臆病風に吹かれたなんて言わないでくださいね。
You know, Sakura, can you blame her?
言うじゃない。そういうあんたこそいつもそばにいる保護者はどうしたのよ。弱虫なんだからすぐ近くにいてもらわないと困るんじゃない？
Dang it. The air freezes. The lukewarm vitality that fills the cave becomes tinged with dark bloodlust. Struck a nerve. The dark girl bites her lips slightly in size.
おじいさまならもういません。邪魔でしたからアサシンと一緒に潰したんです。
That is not who she was referring to. She giggles and smiles elegantly. She didn't even need to ask. Sakura killed Zoken. Of course he wouldn't show up. Very end, the old mage was eaten by his own pet dog.
なるほど。完全に自由になったわけね。良くも悪くも、ゾウケンは今まであんたを縛っていた支配者だった。その抑圧を自分の手で始末して、もう怖いものはないってわけ。
いいえ、それがまだなんですよ、姉さん。おじいさまを消したくらいじゃダメなんです。こんなに強くなって。
I think you're pretty free, but alright.
私はまだ囚われている。もう姉さんなんて取るに足りない存在なのに。姉さんは私の中から消えてくれない。だからあなたがいる限り私は自由になんてなれません。
Damn. Her voice is light and sing-song, yet heavy and sticky. The contradiction proves that she's insane. In fact, the bloodlust filling the cavern is madness tinged with arrogance and awe. You and Alco Zeltra at the counter force is awkward while face off against a planet level threat. Me. To Alco, at this point, well, this is like 4 years after she met Shiki. Even before that again, actually. So yeah, she's just being fucking lazy. Seltredge, well, Toska literally said he might be watching. She literally said he might be watching. Now, as you made this sword, he might come and just ask you what the fuck you did. So he's probably watching right now and just not giving a damn. The Counterforce? Well, they pissed themselves that the Archer died, I guess. Arc, well, she's not a vampire, so she gets a pass. So yeah, it's just the two magicians are being fucking lazy. That's it. Actually, yeah, Arc is probably busy harassing Shiki. That's probably it. Though if we're going off the fact that this is Fate, not Tsukime, so it's not connected, then Arc had never became Arc Quid that we know, then yeah, she just doesn't give a shit. She doesn't think this is worth her time. Like, depending on which one this, depending on what you think, yeah, either she's busy having a honeymoon, or she's in the castle not giving a single fuck. Or, if we follow FGO's logic, she's on the moon, not giving a damn still. If you follow FGO's logic, she's on the moon. My girl, the planet is going to go extinct. The planet is going to go extinct. Go do something. Shiki, come on. Come on. I saw his new cool shop. Come on. Shiki, there's this new sweet shop around the corner. Come on, let's go. You go, Santa Claus. Well, this doesn't happen around Christmas. That's a before Christmas, so not yet, not yet. I really hope Kochimina's not dead, but I don't know. Vor fetish?
人間は遊んでいないと毎日がつまらなくて意味がないし、飲まないと乾いて苦しいでしょ。ほら、だから同じ。姉さんと変わらない。私は当たり前のようにみんながしていることをするだけです。
ちょっと、今のへりくつ本気で言ってる？
You believe that?
へりくつなんかじゃありません。私は間違ってない。
Are you sure about that?
違ったのは強くなったからです。強くなったから今までとはあり方が変わってしまっただけ。
Okay.
私は強くなりました。強くなれば何をしても許されるんじゃないんですか。
But like, you still have to pay your taxes. And I'm sorry, but like no planet, no power on this fucking earth will stop the IRS from getting your ass if you don't pay your taxes. So I don't know about that, but okay. We don't fuck with. Listen, we don't fuck with the IRS, all right? If the Joker doesn't even fuck with the IRS, he's a criminal. He's insane. He's mentally insane. He doesn't fuck with the IRS. You think you are inescapable of the IRS? All right. Exactly, they will literally destroy the Greater Grill if it means getting her to pay taxes. We're lashing out 11 years of trauma on people that had nothing to do with it. Condemning them because they knew nothing. Exactly, like... It's hard to, like, talk about Sakura. It's tough talking about her. Because of that. Like, do you blame her? Could you blame her for lashing out? No, I can't. It's been 11 fucking years of absolute, like... mental destroying trauma. I don't blame her for finally lashing out after everything that's been against her is finally gone, and now she has the power to stand up for herself. I do not blame her for lashing out and being just fucking mad at the world. That's valid. But at the same time, don't be mad because I didn't know. You can't be mad at me when I really didn't know. If you told us sooner, we would have had to help you. Exactly, like, I can't blame her, but I'm not gonna say that you did the right thing here. Killing Zokin Assassin? Good job, that was good. That good on your part. But everything else? No. No. So I guess I'll say that. Like that's my piece on Sakura and what she's doing. And that's why I must kill 12 billion people, Nae-san. What the Sakura, what the fuck? Yeah, her dying doesn't fix anything either, yeah. I mean, like, this is the most nothing changes situation ever. Save her? I mean, she lives, but the people are still dead. Kill her? Well, now she's dead, but the people are still dead. Like, so the only smart thing to do is to try to save her, so that one more life doesn't vanish. So yeah, I'll say that. Yeah, like, yeah, I'm saying like a lot. Fucking hell, I need to get better sentence structure. My sentencing is terrible. But, yeah. Yeah. Saku's a tough character to talk about. Because of that. She's a tough character to talk about. Because, yeah, you can blame her, but at the same time, you... No! Don't do that! You're being evil and... being a bit of a dick.
強くなれば誰にも負けなければ今までのことだって許される私が私じゃなくなれば今までしてきたことも全部当たり前の
You had
ないことだって言えるはずです
You had a choice. And it's not the choice that Gilgamesh gave you. No, no, it's not that. That you should just kill yourself. It's just you indeed had a choice. You could have told someone. Oh yeah, she's not a boring character at all. She's deeply complex, and a very interesting character. She is far from boring. There's a lot of different characters in the game that are boring, and I'll say a lot. There are a few. She is not one of them at all. I said there's not really any boring characters at all, except like maybe like I can't even think of any actually. Never mind, I shouldn't have said that. No character in this game are boring. But you get my point, Akidera, who the fuck is that? Who? Oh, the sports girl. Oh. I mean, she looked cool, I guess. I don't remember anything about her, though. To be fair, that is not my fault. That is the game for just not having her show up anymore. She literally just vanished. See? Boring. No, I just said I don't remember her. Because she's not come back yet. Gonna pause fucking did it. Well, hooray, you finally beat Uda Finale. Congrats. You finally did it. Took all my retries, and it took you literally 2 weeks. Almost 2 weeks. Yeah, almost 2 weeks. Good job. You finally beat career mode of Uma Musume once. It's been over a week. Oh no, it came out on 26. It's been over a week. It's been over a week. Anyway, started playing it last week. Well, shut up. Let's keep reading. She screams in rage. Sobbing whine of a child who has nothing else to believe
わ
in.
かりましたか姉さん私はそういうものになるんですだから誰だって殺せますそんなの私にとっては当たり前のことなんだから
I think murder's just wrong. Like, I think murder's just wrong. And we shouldn't let her do that. But okay. A bold stance. For me or her? I assume her, right? I'm guessing it's her you're talking about, but if it's me, then fair enough. Hot take, murder is bad, right? I'm just saying. I think murder's bad, but okay.
そうで目につくものなら片っ端から八つ当たりするわけかけどシロはどうだ
Aha! An ultimatum!
相 あいつは今でもあんたを助けられると信じてる。それでも関係なくあんたはあいつをやっちゃう気？
My chair is on my jacket. Hold on. Jesus. I need to sit in a chair and just slightly adjust yourself, and then the wheels just roll over everything that's near you. Somehow. Some way. And it's the most annoying thing in the world. Anyway. Back to what we were doing. So, you kill Shirou too? You say you're gonna take your anger out on everybody. So, Emi and Shirou included, right? Girl's face twitches. Eveline's question was the last barrier. Her ecstasy begins to recede. Hearing that the boy is so near at hand, the girl manages to reel in her mind that she nearly let go of. And she smiles gently.
それは先輩だって例外じゃないわ。
Damn.
私が殺してしまいたいのはあの人だけなんです、姉さん。
But why?
私、
But why?
先輩も飲み込んでしまいたい。
Inky? Question mark? Sokka's answer is too late. In every sense of the word. Eveline grabs the jeweled sword, calculating the distance to the enemy above her.
何がアンリ前と差し違えるよ。
Well, that's fair, I suppose.
バカな子だと思ってたけど、ここまでバカとは思わなかったわ。完全に取り込まれて、とっくに人間やめてたのね。
Yeah, you're not human anymore. Hostility is plain in Eveline's voice. As the administrator of these lands, she has identified her sister as evil.
強がりですね。素直になってください、姉さん。
Either way, it's fucked up.
こんな強い力を見せられて、本当は羨ましがってるんでしょ？嫉妬してるんでしょ？だからわざわざ叶わないって知りながら。
No, I think that's just you. I don't think she's envious. She has Zeltrix's sword. I don't think she's really that envious.
この子を私から取り上げて、また自分だけで幸せになる気なんだ。
Well, yeah, she wants to kill it. So that you don't kill everyone else. What is that? A shadow rises. What the fuck is that? This cluster of magical energy unlike anything before. A power of absorption rivaling a servant's noble phantasm. Not just one, more rare, one after another.
渡さない。これは私の力です。姉さんにあげるものは後悔と絶望だけ。それをゆっくりと教えてあげます。
Bro. I thought we were just in a haha goofy war with heroic spirits. What the fuck happened? I skipped one cutscene. What happened? Where shadows tower over them. They reach for the girl below like giant protectors.
力の差を見せてあげますね。姉さん。
I leave for like 50 minutes when the next choice comes out to use projection. I can't promise anything. This is actual dark fantasy right here. True. This is some shit in my nightmares.
湖に落ちた虫みたいにこの私に溺れなさい。
This is certainly something I would see in my nightmares, Chad. And I feel like I have, actually. Shadow Giant approaches. Those Guardian is swallowed by a massive power that can't be dodged or blocked. I don't believe in that. Oh. Two dark figures clash. One of them is Ryder, who dashes at supersonic speed, unleashing a dizzying flurry of attacks from the ground, rear, front and back, left and right. Her long hair trails behind her as she streaks back and forth, resembles a shooting star. And yet, the shooting star is all too feeble. Ryder's target is the swordswoman. Saber takes a firm, assured stance to intercept Ryder's assault with her overwhelming force. It fails to budge her at all. Flash warning, flashing lights warning, I guess. In case someone who's watching is epileptic. Because Jesus Christ, not that I am, but like, just a heads up in general, because good lord. Ryder leaps and strikes from unexpected and wild angles. Saber just needs to turn and batter daggers aside. Her posts steadily break Ryder down. Her firements and fierceness are like that of a black sun of firmness. Giant star that burns any who approach it. Even if it can fly through the air, a shooting star that could blink out at any second could never overcome a sun. Yo, Ryder, you good? You alright? Although Ryder's ambushes fails, and her strength is shaved away. She boasts superhuman speed, but she's being forced back by Saber's counterattacks. Blink of an eye, she retreats and charges like a dark firework. She's only barely evading mortal injury. Deficit in strength is clear. Ryder's speed drops with each assault. High-speed movement and rapid attacks are too fast for the eye to follow. Any of Saber's injuries are automatically healed. Conclusion seems foregone. It takes every drop of Ryder's energy to suppress Saber. Ryder keeps attacking while Saber stops her with attacks of her own. Ryder knows she and the boy she calls Master will be killed instantly if Saber goes on the offense. So she keeps running, knowing that she's going to burn out soon. Her strength is sapped with each passing second. Ryder said that she could hold out for 2 minutes. It has already been 10 minutes since she passed that point. So you lied! Her legs are starting to collapse from within under the extreme strain. Meanwhile, Saber is completely unarmed. All of Ryder's attacks have failed to reach Saber. Saber remains firmly planted, showing no signs of fatigue. Skill, strength, magical energy. Saber has the overwhelming advantage in all three. So the instant Ryder loses her only edge, her speed, Saber will most likely move. Ryder's mobility steadily declines. It's only a matter of time before Saber catches her. She'll be forced to catch her breath in a few more seconds, not once the next attack is repelled. Once Ryder loses her physical and magical strength, can't operate at full output anymore. Saber will cut her in two. They predicted the situation. Before setting out for the cave, Ryder and the boy both knew the battle would run this way. She knows that this is a losing tactic. There is only one way to avert her death. And wait for the opportunity with bated breath. Ryder attacks Saber. At the same time, I loosen the binding in my left arm, and I begin. Gotta just tell hi pies. Projecting. I'm fading away. Loosen the holy shroud around Archer's left arm. Search. I'm being blown away. The wind is powerful. Beginning to fail to understand anything I see. Making me want to cry. Release my right hand. Put the shroud back on. Can't take this for even a second. I'll lose it. Lose what's precious to me. Search. Select. No. This moment, every part of my body's dead. Ryder's fighting for her life. She isn't whining. I too need to do what I can. I can fight. I can't lose focus for even a second. Ryder will decide the timing. I need to free my left arm in advance so I can be ready. Select. Analyze. But it hurts. It hurts. I'm scared. Hurry. Hurry. Heart. Yet. Right. Uh-oh. I disappear. I just lost something important. Can't remember what I lost. I just know that there was something I kept close. I'll never remember it again. Reserve, 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 reserve. Something rips. Right lung is torn out from inside. Uh-oh. I really forgot the reason he's here. The reason he got this far. Still not yet. My mind won't last. Ryder's desperate too. You won't lose. Look directly at Ryder with your heart and soul. She left her life in your hands. Ryder has her battle to fight. And I'll fight my way. Ryder stops moving. She's on her knees in front of Saber. Maybe she's too weak to retreat. Saber's sword streaks through the air. Ryder's going to die. Yeah, we're supposed to project, so I'm gonna project. Can we? Yes, because this was the start of the next chapter. Yeah, so we can save here. That was what we were doing, trying to project, so we're just gonna do that. Because this sure won't backfire. Surpass my limits. I'm going to project a weapon to stop Saber while maintaining the projection I made for Ryder. That sounds like a bad idea, actually. I lose my calm. Two endings to Heaven's Feeling depending on your choice there? Oh. Okay, well it seems that both you and Min wanted me to use projection, so... whatever happens, happens. My thoughts go white hot and exceed the speed of light. The objective and subjective are stripped away. Unknown knowledge dominates me. I endlessly reduce, endlessly expand, endlessly grow. Fantasy becomes chaos with loss. That which came from nothingness no longer comes from nothingness. Many similarities arise through its expansion.
I am the bone of my soul.
Oh shit. I need to protect the sword and ready it. Yes, sir! I don't need to aim. I already imagine it striking home, so this arrow will absolutely hit Saber. That doesn't look good. Hey, Brit! That's something irreplaceable. Is broken. Be the result of my destroyed left eye. Ryder's retreated from Saber. Saber repels my loosened spiral sword and plants her feet instead of pursuing Ryder. Only 2 seconds have passed, but it's more than enough time for Ryder. Sword of promised victory? This is the most coming of full circle moment in the series, bro. 50 meters separate them. Seeing the distance between them, Saber instantly divines Ryder's intent. He only has one way to counter it. So answer Ryder's ultimate attack with her own. There's a torrent of dark light. Oh shit. The wind coils and Saber's sword glows red hot. The comet will likely attack in 1 second. She deploys her strongest normal phantasm to cleave through Rider's pure white light. Dude, that looks fucking awesome. Rider shifts her posture. The summoning circle is complete. A giant red eyeball appears in front of her. Saber shifts her blade sideways. Starlight coalesces and rotates, achieving criticality. Black Sun grasps that flare in both hands. Rider chants its true name. She's instantly enveloped in white. Saber unveils its true name. Her sword blazes into black fire. Two rays of light flood the chamber, struggling for dominance. Time stops for an instant. Emissure accelerates its inner world, disguising a moment as eternity. Excuse me? Search, select, analyze, project. That is my role. This is my second projection. Magecraft which erodes my body. But I can't defeat Saber without it. Rider can't overcome Saber's noble phantasm. Not even with Bellerthon. We both know that. So I'll help her win. If Rider's noble phantasm lacks destructive power, I just need to make up for it.
I am the bone of my sword.
I decided what I'll use. I complete the projection in an instant. I'll make Rider win. Using the greatest defense Archer knows. Fucking God. I intone its true name and turn it into reality. Roayas is so fucking cool, dude. I love Roayas. It's such a cool noble phantasm. That's such a cool visual, dude! Oh my god. First time my left arm and it shakes. Nerves, muscles, and blood vessels are going haywire. They could snap at any second. Just re-stabilize it with my right hand. Hold on, Shirou, hold on! Endure it! I can't stop the projection yet. Two pillars of light are still pushing against each other. I lose Ayas' protection here. Rider will be vaporized! You sure? You gotta fucking hold on, dude. Letting left arm and left shoulder fire bullets into my body. Controllable magical energy rips through inside my body. Like someone going wild with a rubber eraser, scrubbing Emishuro's insides blank. Okay. I howl. I scream to drive off the pain and terror of losing myself. Raw magical power clashes, completely upsets the rivalry between the two powers. Four petals scatter the black light, flooding the cavern in blinding radiance. Servants are sent flying apart. Rider slams into the wall unprotected. The same speed as her charge. Saber is blown away by Bellerthon's light. Falls to the ground on her back. They're both still alive. Rider's down, unable to stand. She might be out of magical energy. Meanwhile, Saber is on the verge of defeat. But she still has strength to spare. just barely edged Saber out in the Battle of Noble Phantasms. 90% of Bellerophon's life was cancelled out by Saber's sacred sword. I run. I run without even knowing what I'm supposed to do. As I run, I unsheath the Asav blade. I rush to her. I rush to Saber and lean over her helpless body.
Shirou.
No! 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 You don't get to do that! No! No, you don't! Stop! You don't fucking do that. It's too late. It's too late now. Do not fucking do this. Don't bring her back now. For even a second. Did she just hit her head? Saber gazes up at me absently. Don't fucking do this. I wonder what I look like in her eyes. I straddle her, raise the dagger, look down at Saber. Saber's regeneration is nothing to trifle with. She'll recover soon unless I finish her off. Unless I kill Saber, who's wounded and can't even stand or fight back. She'll kill us. My fate in mind feels terribly clear. Is she conscious again? Saber's cold eyes stare up at her death. No. No, this was not how this was supposed to go. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. It definitely is. But that was... Fuck. Saber, please. 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 Can't bring it down. My hands holding the dagger keep trembling. Can't stab Saber in the chest. She just keeps staring at me. She's gazing at me without any particular emotion. So I'm watching firelight on the opposite shore. It's only a few days. Less than 8 days have passed since the night I lost her. No, I guess it's already been that long. It's been that long since I lost her vivid golden hair and gentle green eyes. The beauty of her whirling swordsmanship and silver armor is so fresh in my mind. She accepted an ignorant boy as her master and served as my sword until the end. No matter how many times she was hurt or faced death, her conviction never dulled for a moment. I won't forget her. I can't possibly forget the miracle of that night. Her golden hair drenched in moonlight. That was an eternal sight that'll never be lost, no matter how much he changes. Then, I understand. I can't kill Saber. Even though she's a shadow of her former self, covered in sinister magical energy, she's still the Saber who protected me. How could I possibly kill her? dropped the dagger. Plunges not into her chest, but the dry earth. The Black Swordsman says nothing. Gradually healing body is already fully restored. Her master's magical energy must be enormous. She's recovered all the power she spent, on top of her injuries.
シロ、初めてあなたを憎んだ。
I understand her hatred.
あなたは私にあなたを殺せというのですね。
It's only natural she'd be disappointed.
いいでしょう。望み通り、私の手であなたの首を。
Cave rumbles. It's happening on the other side of the darkness. Vibration that feels like death throes comes from the depths where Tosca went. They remind me of someone wailing. Is whoever's making these vibrations desperately calling for help?
Saber!
Saber sinks into the ground. Must be related. Her shadow devours her body.
あなたの処刑は先送りです。さくらが救いを求めている。
Don't tell me this one's gonna last a while as well. The shadow fades away. It swallowed Saber whole and seeped away into the ground. Well, fuck. Suddenly wake up, but sleeping my knees in a place I don't recognize. No. Something's wrong. Something's wrong, but I can't remember what no matter how hard I try. Stand up. Shake my head to clear it. I seem to recall giving up something important to eliminate something else that was important to me. Pick up the ass-off blade sticking out of the ground. Hello, hello! Thanks so much for the first time chatter, Ghost Jumper. And welcome. I don't know if this is be the end of Heaven's Field today or not, but it feels like we're close. It's strange. We're just holding it, so why is it in the ground now? God, Shirou is so mentally fucked by on this point. Tightly fastened the binds of my left arm. I've used up most of magical energy. There's some left in Archer's arm and some left in me. Grandpa Shirou, yeah. Very serious, let's go. That's great. It's been really fun. It's been a real blast reading this. It's definitely a lot more insight into what the animes did not cover. And, well, I'm waiting for me to re-experience the series because it's been a while since I actually did watch it. So hey, that's great. I can manage with that combined power, but I'm limited to one last projection. I won't be able to control Archer's arm anymore, no matter what I do afterwards. Try to move 3. Sarah's Salter versus Rider is excellent. Oh, really? Well, I mean, of course it is. The one thing they're good at is fight animation. Exaggerate as it could be at times. I'm forgetting something. But I need to hurry on. Body feels hard. I feel like I'm turning into a tin man. Someone is calling me from afar. Their voice is unfamiliar. Feels important to me. I walk on in my tin body. After some time, I exit the cave. Vibrations have already stopped, and a pleasantly lukewarm, nauseating wind blows. My left arm hurts, Each step, something carves away my brain's ability to think. Like a collapsing building. I leave the black darkness and emerge into white darkness. Body's hot. But it feels like a crumbling thrust into a blast furnace. I'm dizzy. The headache doubles. My breath is hot and the air is hotter. The heat is fierce enough to scorch my skin, and the air feels rotten and traps in my throat. I was wrong. It's more like being in a creature's intestines than a furnace. But this is the final stage. The final destination with Sakura is trapped, where Zoken lurks, where Tosuke was headed. But it's too quiet. There are no signs of any fighting. White smoke prevents me from seeing Zoken's laughter, Tosuke's trail, Sakura's gloomy face. Downloaded. I don't know what that is. That scraping sounds annoying. It's like just enough to almost make me want to clench my teeth. I walked forward before I could think about what might happen. I don't have the time or energy for it. My mind only has a limited number of cycles left. I have one projection remaining. Can't allow my excess considerations to degrade my final weapon. I go up the cliff. True. So I mindlessly climb the rocks, try not to think of anything else. Oh. There's a pillar of light resembling a black sun. There. It's the dark transformed Sakura. Sakura looks at me in wonder. In truly genuine amazement. Her eyes lack any emotion. Their coldness is like a knife in the chest. Can't even form words. Oh. That's... Oh, it's just that song. Yeah, I'm like, bro, huh? I was just building up to this song again. This was too foolish. Made the same mistake by being here as I did the other time.
来てくれたんですね、先輩。随分と遅いから逃げちゃったのかなって勘違いしちゃいました。ごめんなさい。今すぐ私を呼び戻しますね。
What?
先輩を驚かせようと思って出口にいっぱい配置したのは失敗でした。
All at the end, I missed him. She giggles. Instantly my spine freezes. Sakura's smile is so unlike herself that I forgot what I was going to say or what I needed to project. Ask a stupid question. Forget what I needed to say to bring Sakura back. Ask a necessary question I already know the answer to.
姉さんですか。
Yeah. She looks confused, but not at my question. That's she's disappointed that I don't know. Where'd she go? The air is hot. Imagine the wind melting my body. From the cliff, I look out over the cave. I don't see Tosuke below. Only signs of life are on top of this cliff. At Sakura's feet. There's something that looks like a black ribbon on the darkened ground around her feet. I don't feel Tosuke's presence. I don't see her body. I don't even see her bloodstains.
Sakura,
ええ、先輩の思っている通りです。姉さんは もうこの世のどこにもいないんです。だってさっき私が飲み込んでしまったんですもの。
Who?
もちろん散らかしてなんていませんよ。体も心も残さずきれいに。こんな体になってもお行儀はいいんです私。
Who?
けど姉さんは死んでなんかいません。今もこうやって私の中で苦しんでいます。姉さん、あんなに弱かったんですね。私がされたことを一から体験させてあげてるんですけど、1日目で泣き崩れてる。
Oh, that's...
ほら、聞こえますか？助けてって、ごめんなさいって、昔の私みたいに叫んでる。はあ、かわいいな。そんなことまで口にして。お願いだからここから出してさくらですって。
Hi, Rain.
バカな姉さん、そんなこと言われたらもっと楽しみたくなるのに。
Who? A Mambo.
美味しすぎて我を忘れそう。
ワオ、マンボウ。
Girl boss is too hard. Yeah.
ごちそうさま先輩。先輩が連れてきてくれたあの人は最高のごちそうでした。
Who the hell is this? The remaining thoughts go haywire. Until I burst, it scatters. And I don't know what I'm supposed to do or what I'm even looking at.
さくら、
You've gone too far for me to ever take you back.
やめてください。そんな目で私を見ないで。だいたい先輩がいけないんですよ。セーバーを助けたりするから最後の最後で姉さんは私を殺し損なったんです。セーバーの助けがなかったら殺されていたのは私の方だったのに。けど嬉しいです。先輩はセーバーを助けて私を助けて姉さんを殺してくれた。だから
違う。俺は
先輩も一緒に取り込んであげます。さあ先輩、姉さんが待っていますよ。姉さんたらさっきから先輩に助けを求めてばっかりなんだもの。すぐそばに行って手でも握ってあげてくださいね。
Shadows fall. Light from the pillars cut off. As if by some great wall. Black shadows sieve out of the ground. I don't know where they came from. The giants surround me like a cage. There's no escape. Giants melt together and swallow me like a tsunami. Instantly lose all sensation in my body. I'm in endless bottomless darkness. I fall into Sakura's shadow. I think I hear someone sobbing. Hmm.
エキストラステージ
Hi, Fujine.
サイド B
Side B, like Smash Bros?
お待たせあの子も
Femme
その子
fatale.
もどの子も
Ah.
大好きみんな大好きフェイト唯一のラブラブ激ヤマエンドだよ
Huh?
やったー優柔不断な男の子をみんなで慰めてダメにする素敵な
Yeah, what's lovey-dovey about this? Like, the fuck? What about this is lovey-dovey? Ah!
やっぱり無理あるっすか師匠。
I don't know, man.
もうこういうサスペンスなの禁止。苦労して倒したはずの怪生物がエンディングロールの後に蘇ってフィンとかもう大好き。
Okay. Take your time.
不滅ゆえに怪物だからな。
Chat. Look. I fit in. Chat, look. I fit in the background now. I fit in now for real. Truly. The greatest bad ending. I fit in now. Look, chat. I fit in. I belong here. Look at that. This is where I belong. Listen to my corner. If I could do a trick of putting me behind the text box, I really would fit in. But I can't do that.
はあ先輩、久しぶりっす。
Hi, Tosaka.
まったく俺というのも変な未練にこだわったからよ。助けられるのは一人だけ。その覚悟で最終決戦に臨んだんだから、どんな状況だろうと貫き通さないと。
I know.
ハウス、立派です師匠。
Well said, Fujina.
けど、本当にセイバーを救うエンディングはないんですか？セイバールートをやれ。
Fucking real. Play her route. Shut up. Though actually, I would argue. I'm gonna stop for a second there. I would argue the better way to save her is doing the Sunny Days ending in UBW. That is the proper way to save Saber. I would argue that is the actual way to save her, not Saber's route, considering she goes back home again and fucking dies. But in Sunny Days, she sticks around and just kind of forgets about the whole king thing and derailing Camelot and all that.
身も蓋もないけどそういうことね。
True.
さくらちゃんルートでセーバーちゃんをハッピーにするエンディングはないので、セーバーちゃん支持派は諦めてください。
Saber fans, stop thinking there's a chance. There is not. Now keep playing.
さて、タイガー道場もこれで本当におしまいです。
Really? No more bad endings?
全40回飽きずに付き合ってくれてありがとうございました。
40 bad endings. That's more than the Tsugihime remake.
うわー、そんなにあったんだ。
Way more. Actually, not by a lot, because Tsugihime had 24. It's only 40? That's not that many, actually. Not that many more.
けどタイガー、このスタンプ全部集めるとどうなるの？
それは集めてのお楽しみ。
Motherfuck!
本編ももうすぐ終わるし、まだ見てない道場があったらスキップ機能を駆使してやり直すのも楽しいかもね。
I'll do it after I finish the game, alright?
何にせよ、今までプレイしてくれてありがとう。本編もあとちょっと。最後まで頑張ってね。
Mm-hmm.
今まで本当にありがとう。楽しかったよ。
It was, Zeal. It was fun.
それじゃあ、バイバイ。
Bye bye!
何があったらフルコンプリート後にまた会おうね。
Well, I'll see you a few more times before that, but yeah, after that, yeah, 100% it. Bye! Yes. Okay. You helped Saber. Congrats. Yeah. I sure did help her. I helped her kill Tosaka. I don't hesitate. Stare into Saber's eyes. Answer her gaze by bringing my heavy arms down. She doesn't resist. I end her life with a precise strike. Had memories with her. Even now, I felt the warmth of her life from her. The warmth was always right next to me. I can never forget it. I kill her, along with those memories. Gouge out my memories and throw them into a place I can't reach. They'll never come back. I'll never remember her again. I'll never be forgiven for this. I chose this path. I killed others to save Sakura. Killed a girl close to me. Protected me until the very end. With my own hands. I'm not allowed to regret or repent. This is what it means to choose to be someone's ally. To protect my ego. To protect the one I love. I'm going to keep robbing others of their precious things. Beyond that, I'll never find anything brilliant enough to make up for what was lost.
でもセイバー
For the rest of my life, I'll keep searching for happiness that can make up for what was lost. I can already see that my debts will keep piling up until one day, I can no longer move. Yet, pathetic, absurd, and worthless though it may be, I'll take responsibility for what I stole. Don't know where I'll find I don't know where to find happiness. Still, I swear to give up. I swear to. Well, I gotta butcher this sentence right at the fucking end. Still, I swear to never give up. You know, there's no end to my quest. This life for a week and let the indestructible mark on his soul. I mean, yeah, someone like her, I don't blame that for happening at all.
ありがとうお前に何度も助けられた
My dagger stops meeting resistance. True. The black swordsman silently stares up at me as she sinks into the black shadow. All this death, dude. I'm so fucking exhausted when there's death everywhere. Yeah. They definitely did. Black wave surges. Encircles her with both arms so as to not let its tiny prey escape. The wave comes crashing down. Its peak every time, true. So long, our beautiful sword. Back in its sheath you go. Oh. The golden flash of light does not permeate its existence. Permit its existence. 6 down already. Black body curses keep seething towards Tosaka. She cuts each of them down with a single stroke. Sakura, the Shadow's master, is shocked. Her astonishment is reasonable. She said black giants can rival a servant's noble phantasm, and a single one should be an inescapable avatar of death to Rin. And she's destroyed 6. On top of that, she advances steadily up the slope as she disintegrates each one. She erases the 7th shadow with a flick of the blade. Zweihander? I know that name. That's the name of a big sword. Jewel's sword releases light. Previously colorless blade now dazzles with the colors of the rainbow, supplying her with extraordinary magical energy from its core. God damn. It illuminates the cavern in blinding gold. Damn, that's cool as fuck. What the? Alexa, play My Illusion. Ah. Rain sweeps away the shadows, offensive, and arrives at the top of the cliff. Sakura's in front of her. Dark girl stares at her sister, gasped.
そんなはず
Oh, but we did, you see. We did. Countless shadows rise in the concert with her whispers. The quantity is incomparable to before. Is Sakura panicking, or has the thing behind her sensed that she's in danger? My magical energy brought to her bear against a single human, Tosakarin, exceeds 100 million units if it were to be quantified. That's a lot.
また大盤振る舞いね。教会の人間がいたらそっとするわよ。それだけの貯蔵量があれば向こう100年は一部門を永続できるってね。
That's a lot of units.
それを切り伏せる姉さんは何ですか？私が引き出せる魔力は姉さんの何千倍です。姉さんには一人だって私を消す魔力なんてないのに、どうして？
Frankly, Sakura, she's just better.
どうしても何も純粋な力勝負をしてるだけよ。私は呪いの解除なんてできない。単に影を作り上げているあなたの魔力を私の魔力で打ち消しているだけ。そんなの見てわからない？
それが嘘だって言ってるんです。姉さんにはそれだけの魔力はない。いいえ、さっきから何度も放っている光はまるで
The strongest servant. Stops herself from saying that it's almost exactly like Saber's Excalibur.
その剣ですか。考えられないけど、それはセーバーの宝具の力を真似ている。姉さんに残った微弱な魔力でも起動する影を殺すだけの限定物素。
は？ちょっとそんなこともわからないの？あなた今まで何を習ってきたのよ、さくら。
Damn.
バカにしないで。だってそうでなくっちゃ説明が。
説明も何もない。これはセイバーの宝剣のコピーでもないし、影殺しの魔剣でもない。これはね、さくら。
Yeah, it's just a family heirloom, bro.
伝わる宝石剣でゼルレッジっていうの。
Who should know about it? It's a family heirloom.
ゼルレッジ？あきれた。ゼルレッジの名前も知らないのね。
How do you not know his name?
なんか説明するのもバカらしくなってきたけど、まあ要するにあなたの天敵よ。今のあなたは魂を永久期間にして魔力を生み出す第三魔法の出来損ない。そして私は無限に連なる平行世界を旅するじいさんの模造品、第二魔法のコピーキャットってこと。
Replica of the old man's power to travel to infinite parallel worlds. Okay. The jeweled sword flashes, releases light along its arc, raising the shadows, protecting Sakura. Not only that, the mini Excalibur scores the wall with its light and heat, sending tremors through the cavern. It really is just a brutish clash of magical energy. What magecraft? No. What magic is she using? Right now, Lane clearly has a stockpile that can compete with Sakura's magical energy.
近づくまでもないわね。こっちはこう見えても飛び道具だし、あんたは影に守られて出てこないし、どっちかの力が尽きるまで打ち合いをするのも悪くないわ。まあ、あんまり続けたら私たちより先にこの洞窟が崩れそうだけど。
And that means you lose regardless if that happens.
そんな打ち合いなんてそれも嘘です。
Does one of his songs sound familiar? Oh. Sakura's in out code? Literally.
姉さんはもうこれっぽっちも魔力なんて残っていない。その剣が何であれ、もう次の攻撃なんてできないはず。
そうならやってみましょう。いいからかかってきなさい、さくら。あなたが何をしてきても私には届かない。荒領事だけど まあ授業料って思って諦めるのね。ちょっと強くなったからってわがまま放題したこと後悔させてあげるから。まだです。Befehlt. Meine Halten schließt Reis. Erste, zweite, Landwehr schwinden!
Cut them bitches! Nice. Sakura can't comprehend what's unfolding before her. She just keeps sending out her shadows in fear. The sword of light mercilessly blasts them all away. She's afraid and confused. So she doesn't notice. There's sweat on Rin's face. Sometimes she swings the blade. Her arm muscles are severed. It's the price for using the jeweled sword. So it puts strain on your body, huh? Well, that's not good. Light erases the attacking shadows, but their powers are not evenly matched. The difference in Toscarin and Mato Sakura's combat strength has not changed. Sakura's magical energy capacity is in the billions or even trillions. Isn't that the most energy units for any character ever? Like, straight up, isn't that like... Yeah, okay. Do we know who has the most outside of this? Like, outside of Sakura, who has the most? Do we actually know? Siasma was 5,000. Oh! Oh, so that's how big the gap is. That detail was not in the movie. They made it seem like it was just swinging the blade with ease. Oh! So the whole muscle fiber thing was not in the movie. Bro, these moves are fucking trash. Bruh. These moves are fucking trash. The person with the greatest magical energy in the world doesn't even come close to this. Awesome! So CL would be fucked. Actually, how would CL deal with this? Like, Roa enhanced CL, obviously, with immortality. Sure, if Joe comes close to this level, damn. Could not even be exhausted in a whole generation, so it really can be called bottomless. I can officially confidently say that yes, Fate's anime adaptation sucks ass. Arc has an endless well of power, true, but not in the trillions and like billions and trillions of units. And a single touch erases you.
それが間違いだっていうのよ。いくらデタラメな貯蔵があったって、それを使うのは術者でしょ。
Skill is still a factor.
わかる？どんなに水があったって、外に出す量は蛇口の大きさに左右される。
It's a skill issue, Sakura.
マトウサクラっていう魔術回路の瞬間放出量は1000弱。ならどんなに貯蔵があっても、一度に放出できる魔力は私とさして変わらない。
Oh. So, well, in that case, okay, Seal could potentially be there then, right? Like Fate's Denigami? It's really good. It's a really damn good story. It has some of the highest peaks I've seen in storytelling. To put it bluntly, it has some of the highest peak I've seen in storytelling.
だから私が用意するのはあんたと同じ貯蔵量じゃなく毎回1000程度の魔力でいい。
No. It's close, but no. It's close, but no.
そんなバカみたいに肥大した魔力なんて持っていても宝の持ち腐れよ。
Swings a ray of light. 1,000 shadows can indeed be opposed by 1,000 rays of light. But Ian's magical energy number is less than 100. It's a contradiction. Obviously, you can only compete on this impossible level thanks to the power of her sword. each attack, she throws out 1,000 units of energy, and the Sword of Light replenishes it. Because the reason why I don't like this one in Tsukihime still, which I know for some would be, for diehard Fate fans, would be crazy talk. How is that not possible? It's the fact it took to. I love Fate route, I love UBW route, but like it's because it took to Heaven's Field for me to really fucking get it. Because it took to Heaven's Field for me to really, really, really understand, like, no, this is on a different level. This is something on a different level. But hey, that's why it's a personal opinion, am I right? Yeah. It's a. If I read Fate Stay Night first and then read Tsukihime, I would probably have liked Fate Stay Night more. It's as simple as which came first. Not chicken or the egg, but which came first, Tsukihime or Fate. Like, it just comes down to which came first. That's it. And one of them doesn't have Noelle. Let's just say that out there as well. One that doesn't have a certain character. That is also a factor. The cast. The cast is a factor, so let's not forget that part, alright? Doesn't amplify her own power. Male Noelle. Crimes have been caused for less, you know. Certain crimes have been committed for less reasons than that, but okay. They're not even close to the same thing, but alright. Like at all. They're such opposite spectrums that it's not even night and day, it's literally, well, it's undefinable how different they are in any form of spectrum, but okay. It's alright to be wrong. It's not even service level. There is no single thing that makes them similar at all. But okay. All she's doing is pulling in the mana that fills the cave and feeding it into the jeweled sword. The reasons are different enough to that it doesn't matter. The reasons are so different, it doesn't matter. Odd is the magical energy that an individual mage possesses, while mana is the natural magical energy in the atmosphere. That's what's saying which is greater. Rin, whose odd is interfering to Sakura's at the moment, inferior to Sakura's at the moment, can only rely on atmospheric mana. And yes, the mana in the cave does reach 1,000 units. She could use mana to destroy the Shadow's giants once. She wouldn't be able to keep it up. Atmospheric mana is limited. Once mana is exhausted, it takes a very long time to recover, just like a human's odd. In this world, in this cave, Rin can resist Sakura's attack only once. But what if? What if there were another cave? Then she could fight back one more time. What if you could make all of those what ifs a reality? Parallel worlds, oh my fuck. What if you could open a way to a mirror image of this exact same place and pull mana from another cavern that hasn't been exhausted? And that's what she's doing. Okay. That Angelo, that's fair. Like for the original Tsukihime, that's fair. That Kohaku's what does it for you. That's fair. Completely fair. That is like my favorite ride is Akia, but it's competing like next to. Spoiler. All right, be careful. Like it's like the Far Side routes are so good, man. It's so hard to point which one's my favorite. I say it's Akia, but like it has the whole weird dynamic of Shiki and Akia, but I don't know. Heavens feel true. I don't know what else is happening, so.
よそから魔力を引っ張ってるのはあんただけじゃない。けど勘違いしないでよね。私のはそんな無駄に増えたものじゃない。私はあくまで並行して存在するここから魔力を拝借してるだけ。合わせ鏡に映った無限の平行世界から毎回一戦ずつ魔力を集めて力任せに切り払ってるのよ。
See, that's completely fair. Honest, completely fair. Was sure would have been my favorite for that reason as well. Fair enough, that's fair. You're holding the enormous magical stockpile known as the Greater Grail gasps.
そんなデタラメ。
It sure is, but it works. Why? Because it's magic.
分かったさくら。そっちが無尽蔵ならこっちは無制限ってこと。
You're not. I'm not gonna lie, Minin. You're kind of right. The jeweled sword Selech is a miracle that connects to parallel worlds, which are believed to be infinite. That's the only power this sword has. There's a mystic code that creates the slightest opening, too narrow for a man to pass through, to peer into a neighboring world with different possibilities. It does not have the power to amplify magical energy, nor to create 1,000 units of energy with each swing. It's the multiverse. You watch the MCU, you would know why it's ridiculous. But it's enough. If the mana in this world's cave is exhausted, she can just pull unused energy from a neighboring world's cavern. And once that's used up, she moves on to the next. And the next. There are endless parallel worlds, infinite mirror possibilities. Ergo, infinite. Doesn't matter that Toscarin's maximum energy capacity is 1,000. A bottomless stockpile versus an infinite supply. Since the magic circuits performing on an equal level, they stand on equal ground. Tremors occur for the up-10th time. But the ancient jeweled sword isn't just destroying the shadows. Excess firepower slowly collapsing the cave. It comes down, this altar, this greater grail, will be unscathed. Continuing this vain battle would mean failure for Sakura. Even if Rin were to attack until her physical strength failed her, the cave would collapse after. And no amount of power in this world can save you from falling rocks. Truly, the greatest enemy. The shadows stop. She finally understood her enemy. With heaving shoulders and ragged breath, Sakura glares at her sister who stands there calmly.
何度やっても同じよ、さくら。あなたが手に入れた力なんてその程度。舞い上がってた頭もこれで少しは冷えたでしょ。ふざけないで。そんなの不公平です、姉さん。姉さんばっかり。どうして？
The attack and defense continues. Sakura screams, knowing it's pointless. Comprehension wringing her neck. Such a long time. Screams of resentment toward her only blood relative that has built up over a long time.
そうです。私は姉さんが羨ましかった。
I think we could tell.
遠坂の家に残って、いつも輝いていて。苦労なんて一つも知らずに育った遠坂凛が憎らしかった。
And guess what? That's not her fault that she got all that and you didn't. That is literally not her fault.
だから勝ちたかった。一度くらい、一度でいいから、姉さんにすごいって褒めてほしかったのに。なのにどうして、そんなことも許してくれないんですか?
You killed over 50 people, probably more. You maybe killed hundreds of innocent people. What is it to praise? Congrats, you're a fucking lunatic. older sister destroys the encroaching shadows. Grits her teeth, getting a glimpse of her younger sister's heart.
どうしてですか？私は違ったのに。同じ姉妹で同じ家に生まれたのに、私には何もなかった。
Because frankly, you had a bad father. She could have, but then again, Minnan, she didn't know how bad it was. Exactly, as Pai said, she didn't know how bad it was. And she never spoke up. Like, I'm sure if Sakura spoke up, Tosuka would not give a single fuck about the pact that fucking Tokiomi and Zoken made. I don't think she'd give a single fuck if Sakura spoke up like, oh, by the way, this is what I'm going through. So, like, could you help me out? She would stop everything she's doing to help her out. The instant she knew. But she knew when it was way too late.
あんな暗い虫蔵に押し込まれて、毎日毎日おもちゃみたいに扱われてた。人間らしい暮らしも、優しい言葉もかけられたことはなかった。
Her hatred isn't directed toward herself.
死にかけたことなんて毎日だった。死にたくなって鏡を見るのなんて毎日だった。でも死ぬのは怖くて、一人で消えるなんて嫌だった。だって私にはお姉さんがいるって聞かされてた。私は遠坂の子だからお姉さんが助けに来てくれるんだって。ずっと信じていたのに。
So you're telling me Zoken broke the fucking treaty between them? He broke their little contract of like not telling anything, just not saying anything about it, and having her raise as a motto. He fucking broke it and told her. Alright.
なのに姉さんは来てくれなかった。
Because she didn't know.
私のことなんて知らずに、いつも綺麗なまま笑ってた。惨めな私のことなんて気にせず、遠坂の家で幸せに暮らしていた。どうしてですか？同じ姉妹なのに、同じ人間なのに、どうして姉さんだけそんなに笑っていられるんです？
Her hatred isn't directed at her sister. It's a plea with nowhere to go. Directed at the world and herself.
人間をやめたですって。
Yes, you've killed over 70 people or something.
当然です。私はもうずっと前から人間扱いされてこなかった。目も髪も姉さんとは変わっていって、細胞の隅々までマキリの魔術師になるよう変えられた。
Yeah, you lost your fucking mind. You're gone. You're just gone. Alright.
11年です姉さん。マキリの教えは鍛錬なんてものじゃなかった。あの人たちは私の頭の良さなんて期待してなかった。
Yeah, let's just forget all the things that he sacrificed for you. Okay.
体に直接刻んで、ただ魔術を使うだけの道具に仕立て上げた。苦痛を与えれば与えるほどいい道具になるって笑うんです。そのうち食事にも毒を盛られて、
Exactly. Like, you forgot about Fujine completely.
ことでしかなくなった。虫小屋に放り込まれれば、ただ息を吸うことさえおじい様の許しが必要だった。
She's crying. Aline cuts away the shadows clinging to the crying girl.
どうかしてますよね。 て痛くて、やめてくださいって懇願すればするほど、あの人たちは私に手を加えていった。だから姉さんみたいに頭も良くない、何でもできるわけじゃない。私にできることはこうやって自分の痛みをぶつけることだけです。
A wounded soul, body beyond saving. And that's...
けどそれって私のせいですか？私をこういう風にしたのはおじい様で、マトウに売り渡したお父さんで、助けに来てくれなかった姉さんじゃない。
Obviously, yes. I'm not... Obviously, man, of course. Small bits of kindness does not heal gaping wounds. Obviously. Yes. Of course. There's still no excuse for murder, though. Sakura is such a... You can't fully defend her, but you also can't fully hate her. It's like... You get both sides. We said this earlier. You get both sides. You can't hate her. You can't defend her. She's a tough case, that's for sure. It's a very gray area, yeah. Cause like which I get it. She's scared. She is literally afraid for her fucking life every breathing minute. So of course she's not gonna even consider speaking up and like telling someone like, hey, like, or even giving hints, right, of what's happening to her, or like how much help she needs. To anyone, to Shirou, Rin, Fuji, doesn't matter. To anyone. Of course she's not gonna speak up. If she's been told, what happens if she does? If she's been told some sort of consequence of, hey, if you tell anybody, this is what's gonna happen to you. If you speak up, you're done. And Angamanu, obviously. I think more so Angamanu is just enabling her. I think Angamanu is just enabling her to lash out as she freely wants.
私だって好きでこんな化け物になったんじゃない。みんなが私を追い詰めるからこうなるしかなかったのに。
Exactly, it's definitely amplifying, because it's Kutomine said. Kutomine like called her ass out when he met her for the first time, like, hey, you think you have a split personality, one that's you and one that's evil? You don't. You're just coping. You're actually just an asshole, and this thing is amplifying you. You're just a dick because of this. That's just who you are because of the shadow. There's no second personality. It's just you. And you gotta accept that. And well, she has. And look where that took us. Cope, exactly, like, he literally told her, cope and Steve, this is just who you are, the shadow is just making it worse. And she said, I bet. And then, I'm assuming just barely fucking killed him, or killed him entirely. And here we are. And that's... You are so good at conversations, Tosuka. Holy shit. That's supposed to be sad? Base department? Alright, let's calm down. She doesn't have an ounce of pity for her sister.
そういうこともあるでしょう。泣き言を言ったところで何が変わるわけでもないし、化け物になったのならそれはそれでいいんじゃない？
Okay, I wouldn't have said that. I wouldn't have said that.
だって今は痛くないんでしょ、あんた。
I definitely wouldn't have got that far. Ruthless, cold acceptance. Your screams were excessive, but they only saw warmth, and Eileen rejected it all. She affirmed the monster. It only happened because you're weak. Perpetually perfect sister doesn't sugarcoat the words at all. Shadows boil up. Backed by her sister and denied even a proper fight. Girl materializes more curse in her despair.
じゃあ私からも一つだけ言っておくわ。私苦しいと思ったことは一度もなかった。大抵のことはさらっと受け流せてたし、どんなことだってうまくこなせた。だからあんたみたいに追い込まれることもなかったし、追い込まれる人間の悩みなんて興味なかった。そういう性格なのよ、私。あんまり他人の痛みがわからないの。
So yeah, she's the worst person to ever, like, try to express her feelings with. Kind of the worst person to do it with.
だから正直に言えば、さくらがどんな辛い思いをして、どんなにひどい日々を送ってきたかはわからない。悪いけど、理解しようとも思わないわ。
A concise rebuttal. She doesn't lie. She only tells her aggravated sister the truth.
けどさくら、そんな無神経な人間でもね、私は自分が恵まれているなんて一度も思えたことはなかったけど。
She says it straight. She puts all her feelings into her reply. Sakura can't understand. What did that just say? Even I never lived a blessed life? Hatred makes her see red. After all this time, those all too convenient words only sound like mockery. Shut up.
今さら恵まれていなかったですって。
She's going to twist apart. She's going to break. Never even looked at me. You were so brilliant, blessed with talent and fortune. Shut up.
よくもそんな。
You don't care about me at all. Never had a single thing I wanted. You just keep on insisting on how clean you are. Shut up, Nea-san.
足りない。そんな言葉聞きたくない。そんな言い訳なんて聞かない。私は姉さんなんてもう。
Need you anymore. Gil shouts to deny her own darkness. That was Reen's last act of resistance. She's been determined to hold out as long as possible. She waited for Emi Shirou until the last possible moment. She can't go on any longer. No. It was always a mistake to entrust her personal problems to Shirou. That was Totsuka Reen's weakness for Mato Sakura.
さくら、
She calls her sister's name in a casual manner, like saying good morning. And in that moment, Totsuka Reen decides the outcome of the battle.
さくら、
She calls her name and throws it. It's her greatest weapon. Tosses the magician's irreplaceable relic like she's playing catch.
フェルトエンデ。
The cabin is flooded with light. It explodes. Jeweled sword embody miracles that humans cannot achieve crumbles, erasing all shadow. Then she runs. Rin makes a beeline for Sakura. Sakura freezes, cowering from the light. She may have acquired great power, but she's still an amateur with zero combat experience. If Rin wanted, it would be a simple matter to defeat her. She easily closes the gap. While running, she grips another knife she was hiding behind her back. Sakura can't react. She might have realized that she's about to die. It's far too late. Rin's got her. It's over, she thinks. She thrusts the knife.
ダメだこれ。
She realizes her own defeat. I'm dead. She realizes that it's too late to dodge, and that the knife is going to stab her in the heart. She She'll try a counterattack, but it won't stop in time.
殺されるんだ。
She doesn't feel fear. She's used to people hurting her. It feels terribly natural for Toskarin is the one to do it. But Sakura closes her eyes. She doesn't like pain, and she's afraid of dying. She's relieved to know that if she disappears here, at least she won't suffer as much. But it doesn't hurt, and the end doesn't come. Instead, she feels something very warm. And Sakura notices where it's coming from. Blind of vision returns. Someone's bleeding. Warm human blood is trickling from her stomach. But which can never be returned, it's flowing from her sister. It's hugging her tightly. It seems like she's about to collapse.
さ
Why? The girl asks. Lean was clearly faster. Sakura was clearly about to be killed. At the very end. The knife never stabbed her.
ああ、シローのことは言えないな、私も。
She murmurs absently. I could always yearn for this. It's the voice of this sarcastic and merciless but warm and kind Tosakarin. Rin thinks there really wasn't much to it. In that last moment, she just felt that this was the best thing to do. When she saw Sakura up close, she felt like, I can't kill Sakura, huh?
バカだ、私。
She's amazed at herself. She really does have a knack for screwing up at the worst possible times. To realize such a thing at the last possible moment. Realize it sooner, you idiot. But, well, it is what it is. Lean decides to accept it.
うん、でもしょうがないわよね。
Yeah. Yep. Truly the worst Tosaka to ever, well, exist in the Tosaka line. Truly. The worst one. Because she's way too human.
私、だらしのないやつを見てるとほっとけないしさ。きちんとした仕組みが大好きだから、頑張ってるやつには頑張った分だけ報酬がないと我慢ならないし。
But most of all,
さくらのことが好きだし、いつも見ていたし、いつも笑っていてほしかったし。私が辛ければ辛いほど、あんたは楽できてるんだって信じたかった。それだけで苦しいなんて思う暇すらなかったんだから。
she hugs Sakura lovingly. It's the embrace of a lifetime between sisters. Gently hugs the sister who just ran her through the stomach, as if discovering a long-sought treasure. Warmth leaves her body. She doesn't complain. Odin doesn't regret her death. Not that she couldn't save her little sister.
ごめんね、こういう勝手な姉貴で。それと、ありがとう。そのリボン、ずっとつけていてくれて、嬉しかった。
She Yeah, this mother just had the opposite effect, I think. And then she collapses on the altar like a falling red flower. Weight is gone. In that moment, sister disappears along with that mirage-like warmth.
けどね、さくら。そんな無神経な人間でもね、私は自分が恵まれているなんて一度も。
How much loneliness was behind those words? The girl's suffering was her own. No one else could understand it or release her from it. The hypocrisy wasn't possible. In the same sense, one of the sisters she'd always looked up to and believed in was going through loneliness that nobody else could understand. What if that were true? She was her ideal, but everything she wanted, was always full of confidence. What if her sister was always chained by something too? No, it seems green on the other side, yeah? Then, it would mean that the world wasn't weak and bad. She was the only cowardly one for not looking up. There were people who awkwardly tried to love her. Where did I go wrong? Everywhere. I wanted it so badly, but it was right in front of me all along. She hugged me so softly and thought so much about me. And I smashed it all to pieces with my own hands. Her hands are frozen. She couldn't even return the hug. It stained the blood of her sister who loved her. She furiously cursed herself. Well, yeah, I do have work tomorrow, so and I need to actually get some sleep. As much as I would love to keep going, tomorrow's gonna be last, then probably, yeah. I can keep going till it's over tomorrow, yeah. Well, tomorrow's gonna be a chat. Let's go. Well, we'll see. We'll see. It's time to end it. Yep. Man. It's been going for what, 7 months now? 7 months, I think. Or something. Does that work tomorrow night? Damn. That's unfortunate. 7? I think it's been something like that. Let me check the playlist. Yeah, it's in the world. It's mode activated. True. Let me see. 66 streams. It has been 8 months. Excuse me, I'm off by a month. It's been 8 months of this. 8 fucking months. This. God damn. 8 months. Fuck. 8 months, man. That's a lot. That's a lot of time. Oh man. If that ain't enough to immerse you in a series, I don't know what is. And so today would be 67. 100 VN for true. We are at like before I close the game, we are at 154.6 hours. 154.6. Ataraxia, Pies, I am playing it right after I'm done with Stay Night. There is not going to be a pause. I will not wait for Type Moon. It's not my fault they took forever to release the damn thing. Not my fault. Not my problem. I'm playing it right afterwards. Like, there's no breaks. The fuck? Not my fault. I'll buy it when it's out. Sure. Okay, but like, I'll buy it. Sure, I'll buy when it's out. But I'm playing it the second I get the chance, which is right after this. Right after I'm done with this. Wait, how many streams is that gonna be? So, we're at 66 on the playlist. This will be 67. Tomorrow's gonna be 68. And then if I save one for all bad endings, that'll be 69. I can't make it even 70. No! I can't make it an even 70 playlist. No! It's so close, chat. Fuck. I mean, hey, 69 funny number, yeah. But like, come on. It's so close. That's actually better. I mean, maybe. I've heard about Higurashi, I think, yeah, when they cry, yeah. Higurashi, I've heard about it. Thing is, Pies, I don't know what to do once I'm done with Type Moon visual novels. I don't know what to do. That's the thing. If you guys want just more visual novels, then I'll do more visual novels. I love it cannot be seen. Like, if that's what if you guys are just down for more VNs that's not Type Moon, then hell, I got you. I have a few in my Steam library. Like, I have, what's one of these called? I have, this other series I got the whole series, like, in a pretty cheap bundle. Something called Muv Love, I have that. I have, what is this other one called? Very fun to watch. I'll keep that in mind. I had another one in here. I forgot the name of it. Fuck. God damn it. Anything by this point? Hey, I'll take that. But yeah, we got novels to read. Risha is on my wish list. Yeah, that's not a visual novel. You know what I mean on it, please. The Shell. There you go. The Shell. It's called. Japanese name is something else, but English name called The Shell. That's like a trilogy. That seemed kind of fun. But we'll see. Hey, we'll see. The road is far long. The road is so far of how long till we're done. Heck, by the time I finish Ataraxia, there might be Red Garden. You know, we might just hit Red Garden finally. But we'll see. You could read, man. Do I wish I could read that again? Holy. The obscure niche stuff. True. I mean, I have another one called Magikoi, but I haven't actually finished. There are routes I haven't actually finished. But that wouldn't be fun. Like, I do routes I haven't finished and leave the already done ones not done. That wouldn't be very fun, I think. But we'll see. That's for the future. I don't have to worry about that right now. Clannad? No. I've not. I tried to watch it, like, 4 or 5 years ago. Maybe 5 or 6 years ago, I think. I found it extremely boring. I'm sorry. I found, like, the first 4 episodes, I was bored out of my mind. I'm sorry. Now, it's probably different. If I watched it now, that'd probably be different. If I watched it nowadays. I would probably have a different response to that. But I just never went back to try it. It's a very long VN. I mean, clearly that's not a problem, guys. That's clearly not a problem. But yeah, damn, I got a few of my wish lists here. Damn, I got a few visual novels on my wish list. Oh, they mix routes. Oh, they do the thing the Tsukihime anime did. They mixed routes and shit. Oh no. That's what they did that. Oh no. Well, that's not good. That shit never works out on the one. Clearly unreadable. True. Well, this stream is reading a 100-hour VN. Yes. It's not the first time. How long did Tsukihime take? I have the hours here. 70. I think it was about 70 hours to finish it. Yeah. These 6 are from me trying to 100% the game, like getting all the different notes on the flow chart. That's for my free time. True. Honestly, it's fun. Well, I spend my free. Well, with you guys, obviously. Yeah. But yeah, that took a while. Mahoya took like 50 hours, man. That was a ride. And this is taking me 150 plus hours. Yippee! God damn. Fucking long ass book. Jesus. Well, let me tell you all the end time before we go here. We are at how many hours? 154.8 hours. Being so surprisingly amazing, like some of the best fiction I've read. True. But yeah, chat. You know the drill. The might of cute anime woman. You're right. Make them tremble. I hope you'll enjoy chat. I did. So I hope you all enjoy. Have a good day, evening, or night. Wherever in the whole wide world. And hope to see you at the same time, same place, tomorrow, for the finale! The final time! Until we do bad endings. The final time for Fate Stay Night Heaven's Field. It's been a fucking doozy, and I'm ready to see it end. Well, I don't want it to end, but I'm ready to see its ending. Like, what is the ending? I'm ready. I think, I hope. I don't know. We'll find out. Until then, chat.